What is going on, guys? Apple just dropped iOS 26.4.1, very close to when we were talking about this coming out. And yes, this is obviously not going to have new features at all. This point update or minor update is not meant to add big flashy features like iOS 26.4 did, but mainly introduce bug fixes, security improvements, and performance stability. And I know a lot of people that have been using 26.4 on their main device have been having a ton of issues, and typically Apple releases these shortly after a major update to clean things up. Especially since 26.4 actually introduced quite a few changes with new emojis, Apple Music updates like AI playlist creations, improvements to messages and podcasts, and overall system enhancements. This was definitely needed. And as you can see here, 26.4.1 has a build number of 23E254. And before we jump any further into this, I understand the phone's reindexing and all that, but on my iPhone Air, it is actually getting pretty warm. So I want to go ahead and do a heat check. And unsurprisingly, here it's about the same, but when we go up to the top, when all the internals are, you can see we're well over 100 degrees Fahrenheit. That's actually pretty crazy to see. But again, not a surprise, but it was so noticeable I wanted to go ahead and let you guys see that. So beyond that, if you actually click on the support article here, you can see it takes you to security releases, and this actually is not yet updated. The last one was 18.7.7 on the 1st. So not surprisingly, Apple is a little behind here with the update notes, but again, keep in mind, this isn't just going to be simply bug fixes, probably about keyboard issues, app stability improvements across the system, and fixes for random glitches and UI inconsistencies. And one thing I'll say, if you guys follow the channel, you probably saw that little hiccup right there. This was something I had a ton of issues for. I actually originally praised 26.4 for fixing the keyboard issue, but we have actually now rediscovered it with 26.4 later on after everything settled, and even now so too with my iPhone 17 Pro Max running 26.5 betas. So hopefully that'll be fixed. But one thing I do want to show you, because of how bad my iPhone storage has been on the beta, I want to show you exactly what it's doing on 26.4.1 now. And you can see here, it is substantially different. I'm going to actually let you read this really quick. You can see system data says 1.07 gigs. If I actually go into my 17 Pro Max and pull up the same thing, you guys are going to be blown away here. So system data, that's much more reasonable, kind of what you would expect. iOS is going to take up about the same, 26.22 gigs. But guys, take a look at this. 22.76 gigs of system data compared to 1. That is wild. And iOS is actually a little higher on the Air here with 26.22 as opposed to 24.42. But the system data, that's all cached memory. It changes, it varies very regularly, but that is just something I had to show you guys because, yeah, it's kind of crazy. What I'm going to do too is go into my Notes app really quick and pull up our regular keyboard test that we've been running to see how that is working and see if it's actually any improved. Voice to text has been much better, but it's been actually the keyboard experience that's been giving me trouble. So let's start with that. Hey guys, what's going on? Happy Wednesday. Okay, what are your plans this weekend? Okay, it does seem to be working pretty quick, much more reasonable and responsive than it was before. So hopefully that will actually remain true once everything finished gets indexed, and a couple days later it actually helps. So let's go ahead and just jump into some of the stock apps again, starting with stock. So you can see it's loading pretty well. Let's go into top stories here and scroll around. Jump out of this. Let's go into the camera. Looking pretty good here as well. Let's go to the Apple Watch app, face gallery. Everything seems to be moving pretty smooth. Luckily, it seems like there's better app responsiveness as well. Go into the App Store, scroll around here. Yeah, even just moments after the update's completed, it does seem to be pretty smooth, much better than what we've seen. So hopefully that is a good sign. Again, keep in mind, these updates actually have some of the most important changes to install. It's the little updates that come with these security patches that we talked about. It fixes real world issues, cellular connectivity, Bluetooth issues you might be experiencing, Wi-Fi disconnects. That is what these betas are usually much more meant to fix. They do improve your day-to-day experience, hopefully, as long as it doesn't break anything. And more importantly, obviously, since it's a security update, it does protect your device. So the next question is obviously, should you update? And the answer is resoundingly yes right now. We'll have to see how it plays out in the next 48 hours. We'll do our follow-up video. But for everyone running iOS 26, I think this is going to be the next update you should download, especially obviously if you've been having issues with it before. Battery life is one of those things we'll have to put to the test as the week goes on. But again, stay tuned, thumbs up the video, and subscribe to the channel to know when that goes live. That's really going to be it for this one. Not too much else going on here. Let me know what you guys think. How's iOS 26.4 been treating you? Again, keep in mind, this update's not meant for big new features. It's a small update overall, came in about 700 megs, and that is that. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace.